Hi, and welcome to Grandma's Home Cooking. I haven't been on for a while, been really busy with running my own business, plus working for someone else for a little bit. I just wanted to do our chicken noodle soup in case you haven't seen it before. So you're going to take your beef broth, whichever kind that you like, and you're going to put that. I usually use 2 of the boxes. If you buy cans, you'd have to do probably 4 cans at least. And you want to get all your beef broth into your pot. I usually put one. I usually put 1 glass of water in with that, just to thin out the pure broth a little bit. Get some kind of fatty. I bought chicken thighs because they were on sale. You can use chicken breast as long as they have skin and some fat. And depending on how big of a pot you're going to use, you can use 2 to 4 chicken thighs or 2 breasts of chicken. You have your onions. You're just going to dump all of this into your 1 pot. You have your cut up carrots. I use baby carrots and then cut them in half. Put those all in. And then you put some celery, usually about 4 to 5 stalks of celery. Cut those up and put that in. Then all you're going to do is put some salt and some pepper. You're going to cook that on medium on your stove for about 2 hours. So, start it out at 4 to 5 if you have the temperature gauge, or a medium heat. Start it out on that. Probably after an hour, you can turn that down to a simmer, which would be about, number 2 to 3 on your stove. But you want to do that, and then you would have cooked that for that long. 2 ways you can do your noodles. I buy a wider noodle, a little bit wider noodle, and you can either cook those in plain water and boil them so you get them either al dente or cooked more if you like that, and then put them into your broth and your vegetables, and then you can cook it for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, just on very low, just so the noodles absorb some of the broth. Or you can bring your broth up to a fast boil and then put your noodles in and cook it for about 10 minutes after that, or 15. My granddaughter does not like all the vegetables, so what we do is cook her noodles separate, and then we strain some of this broth into the noodles, and she has just noodles and broth, which is what she likes. But all the vegetables give the broth flavor, and you want that to cook for at least 2 hours. So that is just easy chicken noodle soup. You can just make it on a